I'm going to go over some of the topics that we're going to be going over with our indie beauty group as over the next year, really. So we're going to talk about in more detail selecting your business entity, the specifics of S corps and corporations. We're going to talk about marketing fundamentals, agreements among partners, shareholders, partners, investors, bookkeeping, budgeting. We'll be talking about business credit, your brand story, selecting ingredients, claims, which is something that we talked about a lot tonight, choosing your benchmark. Really, and that's part of that, stopping and understanding what it is that you're trying to create. So with your product, and what is your benchmark? Protecting your intellectual property, funding. We do have someone coming in that's going to speak to us about funding and going to help us in that area. And we're talking about just the difference of the different types of people that need to help you in different phases of your business: a CFO versus a bookkeeper versus an accountant. Who should be on your team whether you're when you're starting up, when you're growing, when you're expanding, and when you're just trying to maintain. Like, what should those different people look like? Employees versus contractors. A lot of you guys on here are salon owners. That is something that's real key that can bite you unexpectedly. Inventory tracking, converting your formula for manufacturing or scaling up. So if you're working, someone said they have a product that they make in the kitchen. If you're using a recipe, and I always like recipe where you use a tablespoon, a cup, when you're using that, then you're using a recipe. If you're using parts, that's when you're using a formula. But you could be using a formula for a small batch, and then when you scale up, you're going to need assistance with what that looks like. Or if you are using a recipe and you want to turn that into a formula to give you more options, we're going to be helping with that. Packaging, filling, marketing strategy, goals to reach your customers, where to sell your products, and that's something that we have discussed over the years, talking about big box versus boutique versus online, on all of the above, digital marketing, brand awareness, digital sales, and then really looking at your business overall and revisiting all of those things. So because if I haven't mentioned it before, it's definitely a cycle. You're going to plan, develop, test, revise, plan, develop, plan, test, revise. I mean, it's definitely a cycle. It's ongoing. That's why that business plan is a living document.